In Unit 7, Program 4, we're given this mystery function, and we're told that there is some value between 0 and 5 that, when it is passed into mystery, causes mystery to return the number 10. We'd like to find the value, and we know we can find it ourselves using trial and error, but we've automated trial and error using our goal-seek function. It would seem that we can find the value we're looking for simply by passing mystery to goal-seek, along with the limits of the range we'd like to search, from 0 to 5, the target value we're looking for, 10, and the maximum error we're willing to accept. If we actually save and run this program, though, we get a nasty surprise. It runs forever without ever producing any output. Apparently, for some reason, error is always greater than the maximum specified, and these statements within the while are simply repeated endlessly. We'd like to find out why, and of course to fix the problem. One tried and true approach to debugging, fixing programs, is to add print statements in the part of the program that's malfunctioning, so that we can see the value of the quantities being used. Let's do that here. Since this involves a fair amount of typing, I've done it beforehand, and I'll just cut and paste. Here's the goal-seek function rewritten to include lots of prints. Just so you can see that there's nothing very difficult going on here, let's look at this one in detail. As we enter the while, we'd like to see what the low limit and high limit are. We use a formatting string that writes low equals and places a value, and high equals and places a value, and then we show the low limit and the high limit. Here we show the guess being used and the result that comes back, the error, the distance to the target we want, and then we look at the low limit and high limit again after they've been adjusted. If we had only print statements here, then since the while loop runs forever, we'd get an infinite amount of output. Instead, we'd like to stop once each time through the while. To do that, we've added an input, which will take input from the user and not use it. The only point of this statement here is to stop the loop. We give the prompt enter to continue. In fact, the user can type anything at all, and then the program will continue. Let's run this and see what happens. Originally, the low limit is 0 and the high is 5. The guess is 2.5 just between these two, and the result is 6.25. This result is too low. We're looking for 10 as our answer. Since it's too low, the low limit is adjusted upward to the guess, so that we're now searching between 2.5 and 5. We'll hit enter and go once more through the while. Now we're looking between 2.5 and 5. The guess is just between, and here we can see a problem. Our original result was too high. But as we look higher in the range from 0 to 5, we get an even worse result. Instead of getting closer to 10, we're getting farther away. Apparently, we're going in the wrong direction. Why? Well, as we can see, as we use higher guesses, 2.5 to 3.75, we're getting lower results. When we called the function, we assumed that 0 gave us a very low result, and 5 gave us a high result. But in fact, for this function, it's the other way around. Really, our function ought to check before it starts to make sure that this really is a lower limit and that this one is a higher limit. We'll take care of that in the second half of this screencast.